Okay, so imagine you have a function f of x and you wish to find the root of the function. That is the point where the function becomes 0. But say this function is a bit complicated, like x minus tan x or something. So you actually don't know how to solve this equation. So in such cases, we use numerical analysis, and bisection method is one such method to find the root of this function. So in bisection method, the basic idea is we start with a range in which we are sure that the solution is. Okay? And then we continuously reduce the width of this range so that finally it will converge to the required solution. Okay, so let's see how it works. So we start with two values of x, a and b, such that f of a into f of b is less than 0. So nothing complicated here. What it is saying is the value of the function at one side is negative and other side is positive, so that the product is negative. So we can be sure that the function is crossing the x-axis at least once in this range. So there is at least one solution in this range. Okay, and now to reduce the range, what we do is we take another point on the x-axis c, which is a plus b by 2. So a plus b by 2 is actually the midpoint between a and b. And then we will try to find what the value of f of a into f of c is. So if f of a into f of c is negative, it means our function is crossing the x-axis in this range, and hence our required root is in this range. So now we know that the solution is between a and c and not a and b. So we can shift our b to c so that we reduce our range. So if f of a into f of c is less than 0, we can set our b to c. And if in case f of a into f of c is positive, that means our solution is actually not in this range, but instead between c and b, right? So we can shift our a to this point so that the solution is in our new a to b. So if f of a into f of c is negative, we shift our b to c, but if f of a into f of c is positive, then we shift our a to c. So as you can see, after this step, our b will be shifted to here, and the range in which we are sure the solution is has become half as uncertain as it was previously. And now what we have to do? We have to continuously do this, right? Now we will again bisect this range a to b, and we again calculate the value of f of a into f of c, and as you can see here, f of a into f of c is going to be positive. That means the solution is not in this range, so we will shift our a to this point, and then we keep on doing this. So if we keep on doing this, our range would become smaller and smaller, and there will be a point where a will become approximately equal to b. So that means the uncertainty in our solution is very small. So we can stop there. We can stop when a minus b becomes less than some very small value. Or as you can see, as we get closer and closer to the 0, the value of the function becomes closer and closer to 0, right? Because yeah, that's the point we are trying to find. So if f of a or f of b is very, very close to 0, okay, say less than some small value, we can stop. And when this condition is satisfied, the value of a or the value of b or even the value of a plus b by 2, which is c, will give us the root of the function. So by the time a becomes approximately equal to b, these points will be very close points. So we can set any of these points as the root of the function. So basically that is the method, that is bisection method. And also to mention, these values, they are directly related to how accurate our result is, right? The smaller we make this value, the accurate our result is. So these values are having a name. They are called the tolerance or accuracy or yeah, some term related to accuracy. Okay, so that's it. Hope you understood this method. And this is my first YouTube video, by the way. Hope you liked it. And if you are watching this in future, please go check out my other videos as well. But totally your wish, okay? If you want to, you can watch. And I would like to thank GeoGebra and Microsoft for helping me make this video. And I would like to thank you for watching. Bye bye.